Disclaimer: this video is based on publicly available records, official statements, and media reports. We present this case with respect for the victim and her family. No conclusions are stated as fact. What if the moment that changed everything lasted less than 5 minutes? What if a child disappeared while her parents were less than 55 meters away? On May 3, 2007, the 3-year-old girl vanished from a holiday apartment in Portugal. No screams reported, no confirmed witnesses. Nearly 2 decades later, Madeleine McCann has never been found. Madeleine Beth McCann was born on May 12, 2003, in the United Kingdom. She was 3 years old at the time of her disappearance. In early May 2007, her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, both medical doctors, traveled with their 3 children to the Praia da Luz resort in southern Portugal. The family stayed in a ground-floor apartment known as Apartment 5A. The resort was considered safe, friendly, popular with tourists. The McCanns and several friends followed a routine, dined together at a nearby restaurant each night, while checking on their children at intervals. The distance between the restaurant and the apartment was later measured at approximately 55 meters, close enough, they believed, to keep watch. On the evening of May 3rd, the family followed their usual routine. The children were fed early and put to bed around 7 p.m. Madeleine slept in the same bedroom as her younger twin siblings. The bedroom window faced a quiet street. The front door opened toward the resort grounds. The parents left the apartment and walked to the restaurant. Throughout the evening, adults took turns checking on the children. Each check was brief. A door opened, a glance inside, then back to dinner. One check reported the children sleeping peacefully. Nothing appeared disturbed. The door and window positions would later become critical details. At approximately 10 p.m., Kate McCann went to check on the children. When she entered the bedroom, Madeleine was gone. The window was open. The shutter was raised. Madeleine's bed was empty. Kate screamed for help. Within minutes, resort staff and guests gathered. Police were contacted. Portuguese police arrived shortly after. But the early response has been widely criticized. The apartment was not immediately sealed. Guests entered and exited freely. Friends comforted the parents inside the room. Potential footprints were disturbed. Fingerprints were contaminated. Roadblocks were delayed for hours. Border alerts were slow to activate. The first critical hours, when a child is most likely to be found, passed without a coordinated search. The parents stated they checked on the children approximately every 20 to 30 minutes. Critics argued this window was long enough for someone to enter the apartment, take a child, and leave unseen. Supporters countered that such a crime would require extreme confidence and timing. No consensus has ever been reached. The open window became central to the investigation. Some investigators believe the window was staged to suggest an abduction. Others argue it was the likely entry and exit point. The shutter showed signs of damage, but experts disagreed on when the damage occurred. Was the apartment entered from outside, or was the scene altered after the fact? Several witnesses came forward. One man claimed to see a person carrying a child near the apartment that night. Another witness described a different individual at a different time. Composite sketches were released. Years later, none led to an arrest. Some witnesses later recanted or altered statements. Specially trained sniffer dogs were later brought in. One dog alerted to the scent of human remains inside the apartment. Another alerted to the parents' rental car. These alerts sparked global controversy. Critics argue scent evidence alone is not sufficient proof. Supporters argue the alert cannot be ignored. No physical evidence ever confirmed the dog's signals. As the case gained global attention, media speculation exploded. Headlines turned theories into accusations. Public opinion shifted rapidly. Investigators faced enormous pressure from both domestic and international authorities. The line between investigation and media narrative became increasingly blurred. Theory 1: Stranger abduction. This remains the official position of British authorities. A stranger may have entered the apartment during the gap between checks, but no confirmed physical evidence has ever supported this theory. Theory 2: Accidental death. A controversial theory suggests an accident occurred inside the apartment, followed by concealment. This theory has never been proven, that no charges were filed. Investigators later admitted the evidence was insufficient. Theory 3: A known individual. Years later, investigators focused on individuals living near the resort. One suspect gained international attention. Even then, no conclusive link was established. Madeleine McCann was 3 years old. She should be an adult today. Instead, her fate remains unknown. Was she taken by a stranger? Was it someone who knew the routine? Or was the truth lost during those critical early hours? What do you think happened? Share your thoughts in the comments. And for more carefully researched unsolved cases, subscribe to the Unsolved archive, because some cases were never meant to be solved.